So show of hands, if growing up you wanted to be any of the DLEs, doctor, lawyer, engineer, dreaming of scrub suits and blueprints in hospitals, courtrooms or tall buildings, aching to be called doctor, the law, my engineer. I wanted to be a doctor when I was a little girl, and I was indulged. My Harry Potter set swapped for picture-heavy science books that I soaked in like a sponge. My dolls swapped for detachable 3D human skeleton toy, which I named Louise. And of course, the colorful plastic doctor set with all the tools to prepare me to cure any and every disease. My hopes jammed when I jammed my finger in the boot of my mother's car and passed out at the sight of my own blood. Said hopes were later shattered at the end of a biology practical when we had to dissect a frog. So the options left were a PhD or doctor by association through marriage or offspring. When I think offspring, a daughter springs to mind. I know this is recorded, so in case I have a son, if she comes, I hope a lot for her sake. I hope when she blurts out her wildest dreams, she'll never hear, "But you're a girl," because in her time it will be countercultural. It will be cultural to dream beyond her view, build castles in the air and live there till they become real. I imagine her in a history class, her eyes wide, classmates in sync, reacting to tales from 2013. With confusion, they'll think, wait, men and women toiled, same work, same sweat, yet the women were paid less. I hope for her sake she will not have to fight for a seat at the table, because the women before her have set the table and reserved her seat. Then she'll follow the pattern she met and makes room for the next. But I hope she will take than wait to be given. Learn to carry a table wherever she goes should they not have room for her and her vision. She will see that she need not fear challenges that spice up her life, but stick out her tongue to taste it, and when it gets hot, reach for the fountain of support. And at every obstacle, turn her back to see the ones before her. I hope for her sake she'll be sorry when she wrongs, but never sorry for her songs, the ones the women before her taught her. To sing when she's scared, when she's alone without a friend. To sing when she seeks strength and is not so perfect. To sing when she starts to quiet down like she's lost her crown. To sing though it sounds like noise because she knows what matters is her voice. I hope for her sake she'll patiently climb the ladder and reach the top because her gender will not matter. I'm not naive, and I kind of believe it may not all be equal in her time. But I hope that when the baton is passed, it weighs less. She can carry it through the whole race, reaching the finish line or wherever will be deemed success. I want to tease her about her privilege, calling out the names of the women who led the fight so she can have a right. We have shown her that a strong woman stands up for herself, but a stronger woman stands for everyone else. It all feels like it will be long, but my hope is strong. For in my mother's days, it would all have been wishful thinking. And equally the same for me, I'm sure you will agree. But for the contributions and sacrifices women made in varying degrees, from the fight for the right to vote, drive and learn, to the gentle words offered to the mistake-prone intern. So, if I have a baby girl and she eventually becomes doctor, on her behalf and mine, I thank the women who started the line, planting the trees that will never shade them, building the houses they may not live in. I pray the labor will not be in vain. So as the questions are asked and the responses are served, the numbers are added up, the insights are revealed and put in paper. For her sake, I hope the data will be in her favor.